Hello there everyone, this is Omni. How are you doing all? We are doing... Today's stream we are going to be doing new Disney Castle. We have finished the other one. Maybe I can show you. We finished the other one. That is the Disney World. That was the Walt Disney World castle. It was a set that they made for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and then they made this one. This was technically supposed to go with the 100 years of Disney, but like it's not labeled as 100 years. They just made a mini Sleeping Beauty Disney Castle. For those that don't know about Lego and Disney Lego stuff is kind of weird because they have the Disney line, and then they have like Lego ideas that are based on Disney properties, and then they have like Disney princesses and stuff. So it's very weird. So they're all over the place. But we are building this one today. The reason why there is a Godzilla is because it scales very well once everything is built up. But they actually are celebrating. They're both celebrating the 70th anniversary this year. This is the mini Disney Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland, and Disneyland 70th. Godzilla is also the 70th. This is actually commemorative for them. This is the gold Godzilla that's supposed to match the Godzilla statue that they had when Godzilla Minus One won the Academy Award. I forgot which one. I think it was best international film, but it won. And then they all had it was really crazy. They had like a bunch of Godzilla accessories. They had Godzilla shoes. Yes, even the men were wearing Godzilla high heel shoes. They had the Godzilla statues, and it was crazy. It was like crazy. Also, I love Godzilla, so I was excited. And Godzilla Minus One was really good, so I was excited for that too. But yeah, so 70. They're pretty old. They're getting in there, you know. So I thought, why not have Godzilla share in the spectacle, in the spotlight, because they are both the same age. But yeah, I hope everyone is ready to have some fun. And watch me build some Lego. Where is... I only put this on Twitter, so I'm like trying to like figure out if people will actually come from there. Oh, it's not Twitter anymore. They specifically now changed it to X only. I forgot about that. It's very weird. I think you can still type in Twitter, but it like won't show up on like your thing. Anyway. I'm still getting used to the streaming thing and also marketing myself to stream. So that's what's going on. I'm still getting in the hang of things. So until then, it won't really be like an official stream at this time. Just gonna be kind of one of these like things where I'm kind of there, kind of like, yeah, we're working on it. Anyway. Without further ado, we are going to open the box. Now, this is a collector's box. Or at least that's what I like to call these ones. These are usually only the 18+ ones, and then the special sets and stuff like that. The reason why I say that is because if you get a child one or a general audience box, it has thumb flaps, whereas collector ones usually it's in a box that's taped, and you have to cut through the tape. So we have here. So you see the top. I had to cut through that. That is usually how you denote if it's like a collector's thing, or not, because it's usually because you want to keep the box. If you're a collector, you are going to keep the box, and so that's how it's indicator is that because collectors sometimes like to keep the boxes, Actually, a lot of collectors like to keep the box and all that. They want to make sure that it doesn't get like ruined with thumb holes. All right, Godzilla, you need to go in the back. This is gonna be messy. Godzilla also has a regular mouth. I just can't find it at this time. I couldn't find it at this time. So, radioactive heat ray is going to be on the whole time. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day, or having a good night rather. It's already nighttime. And yeah, just chill and enjoy the stream as it were. I want to make sure I can't see. This is very bad. I can't see that. Can't put it in that window. That sucks because I can't see anything. There we go. Now I can see things. All right. So how many bags do we have here? Last time it was 4. The Disney World castle was 4, and this is 4. So this is 4 bags, I think. 4 bags. Thick thing. Not like the Disney. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Okay. So it's not a collector. It's semi-collector. So what I mean by that is that usually a full collector thing has a special instruction manual where it's like not the basic background and there's something on the inside. This literally just goes straight to the instructions. It's kind of, this is not a big deal or anything. But the Disney Castle from the Walt Disney Castle, that one had like a thing, a little introduction, 2-page thing for the different languages, and then it had the different type of it was a normal thing. Oh, not a normal thing. What am I saying? It was a thing that was like that had like a little more illustration to it. But that's okay. We'll still have fun with this one. Okay, this is bag 5. Alright, so I have bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 5. So there's 5 bags. It's 5 bags. I'm going to put Mickey over here. Mickey came with the Disney Castle. So we'll put that over there. This one comes with Aurora. So Sleeping Beauty. Obviously. Makes more sense. Alright, so we have 5 bags. Let's see how much we can get through today, tonight, this evening. Gobbledygook. Random words. Blah, 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 blah. Right. I'm trying to get the best angle. I think I realized that actually the best angle is like going to be like a 3/4 type angle. That's kind of like this. It's not quite top down, but it's also not like straight on. So you can kind of see some of the things. Oh, cool. Just like the other one, the minifigure is inside bag 1. So we are going to make the minifigure first. So for some reason the crunchiness tonight is louder than previously. I think it's because the microphone's so loud. Alright. Bag 1. Oh, bag 1. Okay, that's why there's 5 bags. Bag 1 I think is literally just the frame. It's literally probably just the frame, which is, you know, whatever. And while I would like to have the instruction manual on the stage so you can see it, I realized when I was building the thing last time, there's not really a way to look at it when I'm looking at it. So yeah, so I was like, it's not going to work. I'll have to do something else. Which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I would really like that. I really would like to see you, like to have you be able to see it, but I can't fit it and then possibly actually read it at the same time. So, that's not. That's fine. Unpin this message. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, so we have our lady of the castle. Let's have her sleeping first. She's got the sleeping face. Sleeping face. And then she has her I'm not sleeping face. So we're gonna start her out with sleeping. Right, because like castle's not built yet, right? So yeah, makes sense. She has a little hole in her head for the crown. So that's really cool. So she's got a crown on her head. And then she will sit in the back with Mickey Mouse. There we go. She'll sit right there. Alright. Yeah, this looks like it's just the frame. Last time I think it was like the frame and a little bit of the work. Some of the work on it. But this is just the... Oops. Just the frame. Alright, we now have the frame. I'm glad I'm actually starting to stream again because I had so much backlog with Lego. I've got like, I was not kidding when I said this before. I have literally like one set if I was doing one set a week, I have literally enough sets to do a year to 2 years of streaming. Yep, that's... Oh my god, this is complicated. Oh my god. Okay, so this is weird. There's a lot of pieces in the one instructions, and so I'm just kind of like, what? That's where I got thrown off. I'll show you the page actually. It's pretty wild. So, like, you go from, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like, it's, like, 2 pieces at a time per step, right? And then, like, then it goes, here's, like, 6 pieces. Actually, let me see. 2, 4, 8, 9. 9 pieces to put together. I'm like, what the hell? That's obviously not measured out the same, not weighed out the same as the first 4 steps. Just like, what the hell? That's fine. Whatever. It's all good. I'm not. I can do this. We can do this. We can do this. It's not bad. It's not bad. I really do like the Lego Disney sets. They really did a lot of attention to detail to these things. I also really like the micro scale, because like you can kind of put it in any kind of toy display, which is great, like for action figures and stuff. Or if you have like non-scale monsters, it'll still work with those. So there you go. Not perfectly though, of course, because obviously Godzilla's like what, 50 stories high, and the Disney castle is not 50 stories high. Well, it depends on what Godzilla you get. Because the Godzilla in -1, I think Godzilla in -1 is like 30 stories, 20 stories high, which is a little similar, close. Whereas like the Legendary, that's the newer US Monsterverse Godzilla is like insanely tall. It's super big. They also made Kong super big. So, like, you know, it's a little different. But it's very hard because sometimes Godzilla's size is very interesting. He's the size that he needs to be for the plot, if that makes sense. So, like, if they need him to not be 50 stories tall, he will not be 50 stories tall. He will be, like, normal sized. Not normal size. I don't even know what normal size is for Godzilla, but he'd be like, yeah, he'd be like a castle size. So. Oh god. Where did it go? One of the things I really hate is dropping pieces. Then you have to like go look for it and everything, and you're like, oh god, where'd it go? Where's the thing? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I dropped the manual. Hold on. And we will do side-by-side comparison once I get it finished and completed and everything. And then for this series, we have also left to build. We'll also have a Haunted Mansion, the Haunted Mansion and the Atlantis. Oh, no, that's not the right piece. There we go. Well done. What the hell? What? Okay. That goes. Oh, I got it. I've got it. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I swapped these two pieces. So this was too short. And I was like, what the hell? So, crisis averted. Figured it out. Alright, and then... Alright, and I'm going to show you where we're at right now after 7 pages and 8 steps. It's a whole lot of nothing. It's just base. Like I said, bag 1 is going to be very interesting for this one, because at least with bag 1 on the Walt Disney Castle actually had other things with it. This one is literally just like the base. So, you know, it's all good. It is all good. Alright, what was I doing? Alright, alright, and then we complete out the base set. Oh god. Wrong. Okay, it's not completely round. That threw me off. It's gonna be like Yeah, let me put that last piece in. It's like this weird round corner. It threw me off because I was like, what the hell? Why is my thing not working? And I'm like, oh, it's because it's in the wrong... There's no thing there. It's not... It's a flat thing, not a curved thing. Alright. Let me go ahead and put this in. There should be another tan one here. I'm not sure. Did we get that out? I thought we got that out. Shoot. It's under Godzilla. Ha ha ha. Quite funny. Underneath Godzilla. Alright, so we got that, and we got that. Then we got these parts right over here. And then what the hell? Oh, it's a circle. Okay, I'm incorrect. Gee, I wish this had a brick separator. Because I don't want to actually go look for the many brick separators I have in a box somewhere. Okay, it's a wrong spot. Once again, I thought these were two 2x2s, but this is actually a round 2x2 that's supposed to go over here. And I'm like, oh, I have made a grave mistake. Alright, there we go. There we go. I'm sure that will definitely go in there, so I'm just going to do that right now. Hello, DT. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you caught me. It's good. Good. You got it. You're good. I'm glad you caught me, I guess. We're building. No, I'm just kidding. That's the base. That's the base. We're building the Disneyland, or the Sleeping Beauty Castle, mini castle build. The reason Godzilla is on the table is because both Disneyland and Godzilla are turning 70 this year. They have the same, not the exact same birthday, but they were birthed in the same year, which is kind of funny. Oh, hey, I'm glad you were watching the VODs. Yeah, I've been trying to be a little better about actually being on. But we're doing baby steps first. So first we're doing consistent streams once a week, and then that will turn into scheduled streams, and then that'll eventually turn into announced scheduled streams, and then, you know, then we'll hopefully have a routine going on. So you won't have to worry about missing me. You just have to see the times on the schedule. But yeah, it's been a little bit to get back into the groove of things. Because I haven't been in the groove of things for a very long time, for various other reasons. So it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your builds are going well. For those that don't know, DD builds things, more than just Lego. So I'm going to give you a shout out. So if you want to actually see things being built, go to DD Builds. It's kind of in the name. DD Builds. DD Builds. It's in the name. So yeah, a very good friend of the channel. Definitely check them out. They're very cool. Yeah. All right. Wow, this is very weird. Yeah, of course. Giant move. Crazy. Well, hopefully you get them settled so you can start building again. But yeah, I hope the move went well and all of that. And yeah, life has been yeah, I hear you on that one, DD. Yeah, life has been quite the thing. But hopefully we'll both survive through it. So alright, so this goes, what the hell? Oh, okay, got it. This goes there. This. What the hell? Oh, okay. Okay, so this goes there. This goes there. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this base. Because there's a cutaway here. As you can see, it's like got all the waters around, except for this little corner. This 2x2 corner here, which I don't know why. But that's the base. That's bag 1. I know. I apologize. It was kind of boring. Because you didn't see anything. The base it's pretty flat. It's pretty boring. But hopefully we'll have more fun with bag 2 as I open this here in just a second. Because bag 2 hopefully will have some stuff. What the heck? Alright, bag 2 is... It's 4. It's 5. Alright, let's set that aside. Ooh. There goes my remote. Alright, well, you've got decorative pieces, so this could be more exciting than bag 1. Oh, bag 1, you silly little goose of nothingness. Alright, so bag 2 starts now. Hopefully it'll be fun. Oh, I've got some parts that I forgot. It's in that bag. Okay, hold on. I'm wondering what kind of details are in this one, because in the Disney castle, in the Walt Disney castle, there was a hopefully I can show you. But inside there are little people, and then there's like some tiles. I don't know how to get out. I don't have a probe thing, but there's people in there. There's a poster in there of the set. There is the slippers. I don't know why they put that in there, because like there's no way to get to the inside or show the inside without ripping the castle apart. Yeah, you'd have to rip the castle apart. I'm trying to look at it and I'm like, nope, you'd have to rip it apart. There's literally no hinges or anything. But it's cool that they... that they added those things because it shows that they really care, but it's just really funny because I'm just like I am not going to see it. No worries Didi. I was just talking about how life can be crazy, and so life has been pretty crazy for a little while, so we're right there with you, Didi. But other than that, I was saying that bag 2 also is going to be a little more exciting than bag 1, because you have gold stuff, you have some masonry brick, and then you have other ornaments. So it's going to be probably looking cooler than just this flat thing. So we start off with this guy and this guy. Okay, this is going to be the gate. Alright. Oh, and I was showing off that the Disney 50th anniversary of Walt Disney, the castle in there, has people in it. There's also... There's also the poster of the Lego set, and there's this glass slippers. You can't see those two things, unless I get a probe lens, which is like thousands of dollars, or take it apart. I think it's cool that they added those in, but I think it's really funny that they did not make it accessible after you've built it. So it's quite interesting. I'm not sure why they did that, but oh, interesting. Okay, so this is even going to be more covered in. This will have a closed door. It's a red-ish brown door. Reddish brown door. So I'm going to be curious to see if there's any details in this at all, actually. Because you're not going to be able to see it at all from one side. Completely from one side, it'd be cut off. So let's see. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the toy photography. I've been trying to do more, since that's my, obviously that's my thing, right? I'm supposed to be actually taking photographs. So I'm hopefully going to have more of them, and I'm going to hopefully have more videos. Also have more tips and stuff, and then other things like that. Maybe we might even have more outdoor stuff. That'd be fun. Okay, so this goes there. But I'm glad you're digging what's going down over there. All right. So that's there. And then we have these turrets being built out this way. Okay. Okay. This is a very interesting build so far. I'm very curious to see where this is going. What emote is that? Bongos. I don't have a bongo one. I don't know. Should I get a bongo emote? Do I need a bongo emote? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. There we go. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. So you can see that it is being built. There is going to be... You can see stuff is happening. Is he happening? Yeah, I'm not like sure if I would really want to do bongo stuff, but it's there, right? It exists, and if I need it, as an idea, but I haven't gotten a new emote in a while. Once I get scheduled, I think once I get to the announced scheduled streams, then we will get more emotes. For right now, that is going to be on, as they say, the back burner. Okay, and then on the other side, you reverse it. Then you have this. And you have this. So they're giving it an interior that you won't see because the door's closed and there's going to be a castle built around it, but they are giving it an interior. So that's pretty nice. So you can see, as I was saying, like there's an interior, but there's a door there, and then this is definitely gonna have walls. Like I'm not sure if they're gonna have like a small cutaway thing. We'll see. I am going to be delightfully surprised if they build something out to where you can see the inside this time around, because this one was designed and released after this one, so this one was released afterwards. By the way, for a fun little fun fact, when you work with Disney, you're not allowed to point with one finger. It's completely frowned upon, and they actually tell you in training and in interviews and in auditions You can either point with 2 fingers or the whole hand. Never this. Never one finger. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting thing that I retain from all of my auditions and interviews and training. For those that don't know, you can still point. You can still point with 2 fingers, but you have to point with 2 fingers, or you have to point gesturing with the whole hand. You can't point with 1 finger though. That's definitely frowned upon. But fun fact for those that do not know, I have auditioned, I have interviewed, I auditioned, and then gone all the way through to training for Disney cast member several times. And so I have wonderful, weird fun facts. So first off, the first audition I went to was for mascot characters. For those that don't know, mascot characters are the 2 different ones. There's the face characters, and then there's the non-face characters. Face characters are still technically considered in the mascot realm. They're actors. They're the ones that do the princesses and like Lilo and Isabella, Mirabelle. And then there's the non-faces, which is the Mickey Mouse, the Winnie the Pooh, those characters. I went to an audition. It was going to be for just basic any one of those characters. I did not make it for a face character. They were like, we would like to have you, but we can't really, your face doesn't match, and we don't think that you could match. And then they were like, you're also not tall enough, but you're also not short enough. So for those that do not know, when you're a mascot character, for the taller characters, that are the non-face tall characters, have to be 5'7". But you have for the shorter characters, so like Chip and Dale, a couple of other shorter characters, you have to be like 5'4", 5'3". I'm like 5'4" and 3/4 to 5'5", depending. So I'm just in the middle of neither of those working. So that never happened. They did want me as a cast member, but I said, hey, if you want me as a cast member, that's cool, but I don't have like transportation. So I don't want to go through that, because it's not going to be something I want to necessarily do at this current time while at school. So that ship sailed. And then many years later, I had the opportunity to interview for a Disney store. Now, the thing with the Disney store, which is really fun to learn, from them, is that the Disney stores, the whole point of them, the only reason why there were Disney stores, actually, truly, is that they were supposed to be experiencing the park outside of the park for those that can't, either because of locational, or they can't do it because of like the disability does not allow them to do that, because they're just not able to move around the park as much, or they can't fly or something, as an example. So you were still treated as a cast member that was in the theme parks. The pay is not grand, depending on where you are. It could be grand depending on where you are, but it's not like stupidly ridiculous payment, but it's a whole experience. So I went through that one time, and then unfortunately I got through the whole thing. In fact, I even went to a training shift and had my cast member badge, had my uniform, had my my packet, and even had the card to get into the park. You have one card that allows you to get into the park as many times as you like, as long as you're with the company, and you're allowed to bring one guest. There's another thing where you can get guest passes. It's a whole separate thing, but you can bring one guest, and you'd get a special card. I got my guest pass literally the same time I actually had a better opportunity. As I said, the pay is not amazing, and it's not like it was not like consistent work. But I actually also had interviewed for a hotel. I really was wanting to also get to the hospitality in the hotel business, so I got into there. Had my liquor license and stuff like that. So or my alcohol permit, serving permit. And so I got that, and I went, hey, unfortunately, because while you both are things I want to pursue, this has more potential right now. So I didn't do that. And then I ended up eventually getting out of the hotel business, pandemic, blah, blah, blah. And then I went and interviewed again for that same Disney store. Unfortunately, the Disney stores were being shut down. So it was like they're not like, it's not seasonal. This is technically permanent. But here's the thing. Permanent as far as long as the store is staying open, which we will be shutting down most of our stores in January. And so it's going to seem seasonal, but it's not. It's weird. And I'm like, great. So we talked about it, and then we passed on it. They said, hey, I'd love to work with Disney, but like not this way. I never actually, I got so close. I technically was once a cast member, but I never stuck around, if that makes sense. So, interesting story about me. I hope everyone was as curious as I was about that, or not. It's all good. Bongo times. All right. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What is this? All right. So it looks like we're already staking out the base of the angled wall, because that's what these white pieces are for. They clip in, and then they make it so you can make an angled portion. That's the same technique we used on the Disney Disney World castle as well. So we are now on the next page. Okay, so we're not doing this. Alright, I'm going to show you. Alright, so we're there, and then these are going to be the inside. Again, I'm actually very curious to see where we're going with this, because a lot of interior work that you won't be able to see. Alright, and then maybe they will. Maybe there is going to be an open back. I don't know. I'm very curious. Once again, I'm very curious, because there's definitely going to probably be details, because there's an interior, so there's definitely going to be details in here. But I'm not sure. Hello, Lexful Gaming. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Hello there. We're just building some Disney Castle Lego. I'll show you in a second where we are at. But I hope you're having a good evening. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Alright, so... Oh, shoot. keep flattening that. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, there we go. So here is we are at, the interior is being built out, which is nice. It's getting there, as someone would say. But yeah, I'm very, very curious to see where we go from here. Okay, so then I have a little bridge window, little window bridge, little bridge window. Alright, then we have that. Oh, that's not on that side, that's on the other side. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. Da 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 dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. Alright, alright. Alright, oh, this must be 4? What the hello? What? Oh, okay, I see where we're going. And then... No, this is completely wrong. Why did I do that? Okay. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now it makes no sense. Okay. Oh, that's not where that goes. And then that goes there. And then we have another one that goes on the other side. I keep thinking it's a mirror, but it's not a mirror. They're not completely mirrored. So I keep putting in the wrong things. I'm like, that piece doesn't go there. And I'm like, oh, because it doesn't go there. I just decided it was going to go there. So I'm doing it incorrectly. Oh, this is really interesting because, like I said, there's a lot of interior here. But once you close it up, you won't be able to see it. So maybe I'll show you what it looks like before we close it up. Yeah, I'll show you all these steps. Actually, that's what we'll do. Because you're not going to see it when I close it up. So, top-down view, and then from the bottom, from the kind of like a first person. Yeah, there's definitely... Oh, interesting. Okay, so the back is very interesting. It's, what the hell? It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because there's columns in the back. So I think that's how they're going to have a little peek hole. Kind of. For the interior. This is very interesting. I don't know. Interesting. Alright. Oh, I flicked that. Alright. Alright. I'm wondering if I should like start doing ASMR. Probably not. That's just me talking out loud. But like, there are cool things that I have that make cool sounds. Like these are 2 sticks of selenite. And I've been listening to that like as the pieces hit each other like that. But yeah. Speaking of, by the way, selenite has a very good healing properties, cleansing properties. FYI, if you were curious. And then... What? Wait, what? Oh, wrong side. Alright. Yeah, that goes there. Brick building community? No, I've not heard of the group. I know the category, but not the group. But yeah, send a link, put it in chat. I would love to see more or know more about it, because I don't know anything about it. All right, and then. All right, so we are. All right, so it's oh my gosh, everything's falling apart. Pressing too hard. All right, so see the columns in the back there. I'm guessing that's how you're going to see the interior, which is still be very hard to see it. But yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. It sounds like it'd be fun. Yeah, for sure. All right, and then. That's so weird. Alright, so we do this one, and then we hang out a masonry on the side. And then we plug up the other side. Alright, and then we do this number. I don't know why it had to be. That's weird. It's very interesting, actually. It's very interesting. It's just hanging there. So that's going to be interesting. All right. And then on the other side, we have a rounded brick. And then a... What the heck? Oh, I get it. I am like confused. I was like, what the hell? There we go. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? That's not how... What? Am I crazy? What the hell? I am crazy. But not in that sense. Oh, I think I know where I messed up. I think I know where I messed up. Actually, I don't know. Oh shoot, links are obliterated. I forgot about that. I forgot I had that setting on. I'm sorry, Didi. Can you put it in? If you're in the Discord, can you put it into Discord, and then I can see if I can put it in myself. Sorry about that. I completely forgot about that setting. See, it's been a while since I've streamed. Okay, so how... What the hell? What the... Hello? Why is that... there? Oh, because I'm adding a spot... No, that's not... Hold on. Oh, I'm stupid. That's why. That's not. Okay, that's where I was messing up. I had it wrong. I was a step. I was one stud. I was one stud over, and that's why I was like, "What the hell? Why is it like this?" It was just one stud over. Okay, let me get that from you, and then that should naturally. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me see, just so I can know what my settings are. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to, because it shouldn't get me obliterated. Okay, so I guess I can't do the link into Twitch. That's weird. That's freaking weird. That's super annoying. Okay. Whatever. Like, you know what? You know where you won't get obliterated? YouTube. If you put it in YouTube, then it'll definitely get through. But yeah, okay. momentarily. I will show you the build momentarily. We have to adjust some things because we put them in the wrong spot. There we go. Okay. Okay. So stupid. I hate when it's like sometimes on this scale, if you're off by a stud, it's a big deal. Now when it's like the bigger scale, usually it doesn't matter. So it's really funny. Alright, I think we're on to bag number 3. That's fast. This is way faster than the Disney Walt Disney World castle. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So it looks like there's going to be a basic interior. Not as crazy as the other one, which is interesting. I'll say interesting for right now. But I would have figured there was going to be more interior, but I guess they learned their lesson the first time, and they're like, we're going to put a light interior, because the last time we put an interior in there, you couldn't show it off, and you were disappointed because you couldn't see some of it. Alright. Bag number 3. I only have a couple more bags left to go. Fun fact, none of the Disney castles, while some of the Disney rides and the Disneyland's zones or areas are copied, none of the Disney castles are the same. They're all different ones. In Paris, it's it's the Beast's castle. I think Cinderella's is supposed to be for the Walt Disney World. Sleeping Beauty for Walt Disneyland. I forget who's the castle. I forget what the castle is for Tokyo, but it is different. Also, Tokyo, by the way, is not entirely owned by Disney. That's why it's a little weird and a little bit different. It's like a licensee type of deal. Hong Kong is not, but that also has a different castle. So, fun little facts if you didn't know. I think it's really cool, by the way, though, that there's so many castles in Disney World lore, or in Disney royalty lore, that they can do that. That like they can have so many different castles. It's so funny. I'm like, wow, it's just so many castles exist. So many castles. I think yes, it is one. So the Disney theme parks, I think, is Disney World, Disneyland, Paris, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. I think. There is not one in other places yet. They do have, however, they do have spaces in Aulani in Hawaii, and then I think there's one in Tahiti. I think. Or not, maybe. I might be just thinking out loud. I may be incorrect. But yeah, it's really, really cool. So... I've only been to Disneyland and Disney World. But I went to Disney World many times. I was born and raised in Florida, so... that was like... That's the normal thing for you to do that's cheap but feel fun. That's a little more fun than just going to camp or something for the summertime. Now, and as far as like Magic Kingdom and Disneyland, I think Disneyland is better, but overall, except I always ask this question, I'm like, overall Disney World does win because there's four different zones there, but it's an unfair advantage because they have the space to make the zones different, whereas in California it's still limited. So like they tried to separate it out. In fact, that's what the California Adventure was about, but it's like you don't have a lot of space. So it doesn't make sense. Alright, just goes here, this goes here, this goes here, I also don't have a chat widget for both Twitch and YouTube, so if there's a delayed response on YouTube, it's not because I'm just being a jerk, it's because I don't have the widget yet, and I started streaming on Twitch, so I have the Twitch on my OBS. I don't have something on YouTube yet, but I'll be working on that once I get a little more comfortable with the stream itself. Now this is very interesting. Okay, so then hell? So this goes in the center. This goes like that. So here's the build, by the way, so far. It is now having me build this thing. I don't know. It's like upside down building or something. Alright. Don't cover. Alright, so then that goes over there like that. That's very interesting. Oh, and then, wait, what the hell? Hold on, I'm missing. How did that happen? Where do those come from? What bag is that? Is that bag 2? Still? How did I... What? What? How did I miss those? I'm not sure, but somehow we missed a lot of pieces in the front. That's crazy. How did that happen? That is insane. Favorite set of the year? Oh, I don't know because I haven't built a lot of sets currently from this year. From this year, it's been not a lot of sets. So I don't know actually. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look up what sets have been released that I actually even picked up. Oh shoot. All right, let me see. Because obviously if I didn't pick up the set, I don't care for it, right? Shoot. Oh, there we go. Lego. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, Lego shop. Sets by... Isn't there new or new? New. We'll go with new. And then we will sort it out by newest. Okay, so oh, there's already the advent calendars. Oh my god, there's already the advent calendars. This Soundwave looks pretty cool. Super expensive, so probably he won't pick that up, but it looks cool. The mansion is nice, I guess. Let me look through these. There's a lot of new sets that came out that I didn't even notice. Ooh, there's a. Okay. The Mario Kart sets were kind of neat. Definitely would say those were kind of neat. There's like a lot of cool sets out here. I didn't. Oh, there's like a couple good sets that are coming out now. That are coming out, soon. Oh, man, I haven't been paying attention to sets for a while because, like I said, I had such a backlog, and then like, I also shouldn't be spending like $1 million, because I'm not rich, as it were. I do like the floral ones that they've released. The new floral one. The arcade machine looks sweet. I definitely want the vending machine, the Lego minifigure vending machine. So those would probably be the top ones. Oh my god, hold on. I need to go back. Okay, no, not that back. Okay, shoot. So there's something, I'm gonna try to see if I can do this without like messing up the thing. Hold on. Yeah, the vending machine is really cool. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can show you, because this set, I just came across this one and I'm like, wait a minute. So hold on. This is the horse, the beautiful horse. Okay, hold on. It's a what is this? Not a 3-in-1? It is a 3-in-1. Okay, that makes more sense. 3-in-1. It is. You can either do the horse, a horse, a reindeer, and a bear. Okay, let me see if I can show this. Internet window. We'll go overlay. Okay, we'll just turn off the IRL. Internet window. There we go. So beautiful horse. Oh, let me hold on. Fit to screen. Beautiful horse. This actually was a set previously. I don't remember. There was a gag set. There was like a meme gag set that they made. It didn't have the beautiful horse face. It had like they sent it to like influencers and Lego ambassadors. But it's super funny because this was basically this is basically like the set, but the set had like a ridiculous like horse. Let me see if I can find it. So, very, very similar. Okay, it's not the same. It's not exactly the same. But it's very, very similar. So it's really funny that they went, hey, you know how that set was a joke? Let's actually make it a thing. Let's actually make a horse set. So it's really funny that's a set now. Okay, that was all I wanted to show. Let's go back to the building. Let's go back to hello. Where's the hello? Is it me you're looking for? There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Now I'm still trying to figure out where we messed up on here. Oh, we didn't mess up. I am going crazy. We didn't mess up. We're good. Figured it out. It was just a little bit off. I was looking at it bad depth perception. All right. All right. Okay, and then For those that are very curious on the music, by the way, the music is done by Colorgeist or Color Ghost. You can find them on Twitter under Colorgeist or under Color Ghost, and on Twitch under Colorgeist. They do lots of nice musical tracks, and I highly recommend them if you need more music. And I will shout them out here in just a second. As soon as I finish up all this. Okay. So that's what we have right now. Oh, I pressed that wrong. Stupid. There we go. As I make a giant mess. Alright. But it looks like we are shaping up to do wonderful things. Okay. Okay. I really wish they would have done more drum lacquered gold and not the pearl gold. Because this pearl gold looks kind of weird. Because it's not goldish. It's not like the deep gold. What is this piece I'm looking for? There we go. Because like drum lacquered gold is on the Agrabah thing, you can tell here. And then the pearl gold is there, and then on the accents on the other castle, and you can tell. Like I feel like they could have added a little more in the budget to have drum lacquered gold, but that's just me. Interesting. There's one little pink brick in the back. So this is what this looks like now. So I'm not sure. Very interesting. Alright, and then we flip it back around. And then we start filling out things. I missed a step somewhere. Hello? What the hell? Okay, hold on. This will get corrected. This will get fixed. Wait, what the hell? Hello? What? Oh, okay. I'm crazy. ignore me over here. I'm just going crazy. It's all good. It's all good. Figured it out. Figured it out. I was looking at it at the wrong piece. There we go. What I'm very curious about is to see if there's someone else that's like upset that I don't have my YouTube chat open. Oh, we're still going good. We're still going good. All right. Oh gosh. Come on now. Come on now. Go back to. Go back to OBS. Back to OBS. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, and then. There we go. And then I just kind of do this thing. Oh, I meant to... Yes, there are ads. I apologize. I'll get that fixed later. Forgot about the ads. I forgot to snooze the ads, actually. It was supposed to happen. And I completely forgot. So that is my bad. Yeah, the quick ads. I don't actually have like long ads. I don't like the whole 3-minute ad thing because it's kind of stupid. So they're as short as they can be. So every time there is an ad, it's like 30 seconds. I don't get a lot of money through that, of course, obviously, because it's like there's a special amount that you get for like doing the whole 3-minute thing. But I don't care. Like I'm not like trying to make buku dollars. I don't have like a bunch of billions of people watching, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But I know that sometimes people are like have that. They have like 3-minute ads that go on. Alright, this is a little weird. Okay. And that snaps in to here. Come on now, don't do this to me. Oh my god. Just snap in. There we go. I was like, what the fuck? So, if this was giving me a hard time, and I've got to do it again. What the hell? Hello? Nope, it's not there. I'm missing a tan one of these. For some reason. I don't know where it went. That's very weird. Is it underneath? Nope, it's not there. What the hello? Selenite, nope, it's not under there. Again, not into there. Not get into here, nope. Well that's annoying. One of the pieces is flown away. Nope, not behind Aurora. Alright. What the hell? Come on now. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Alright, so that's just gonna be missing. That's fine. We're just going to have a missing piece. And we'll move on. It'll find itself somewhere. The friggin' hell? That's upsetting. That is so upsetting. Is it in here? Nope, it's not in there. It's a basic piece, to be fair, so it's not like a big deal. Because I probably have a piece that's similar to it. Probably not the same color. But it's not a big deal. It's not a prominent color. But that is rather annoying. Actually, I think I figured it out. I think I used the wrong color thing. Yep, found it. Figured it out. I used the wrong color for a other piece. Stupid. So dumb, so dumb. So very, very dumb. Alright. Figured it out. It was just the wrong color. I was like, what the hell? Where's this thing? And I was like, oh, it's because it's just the wrong color. I was using a grey one when it should have been a tan. Or I was using a tan one when it should have been a grey one. And that's why I couldn't find the tan one. Because it was on the set already. Crisis averted. My god. It's like weird. Alright, so we have a pretty good base going on. So that's exciting. Alright, and then there's like this little build that we make. Very interesting. Alright, and then we have the front gate. It goes right on top of here. Like so. Like so. So we have the front gate going on. Then we have cap there. And a cap there. And a cap on the other side. And then a little thing here, like that. And then one by one over on the other side. I think bag 4 and 5 are going to basically be where the color comes in. Yeah, because it looks like this is just where the interior gets in. Oh, they didn't put anything in the interior. That's it. That's the interior. So let me show you from the top down before we close the tab. That's it. There's nothing in there. They were smart this time. They're like, you know, you're not going to see it. So why have them build it when you're not going to see it? Because if you go to the Disneyland one, the Disneyland Castle has like other things on there. There's like paintings and stuff. So those things actually do exist. It's just that I think they got smart on after they built this. So like you're not going to see the interior, and there's not a way that we can get you to see the interior. So we're not going to pack it too much of things that you can't see, which is great. I think that's fantastic, because I definitely was not a fan of that. All right, and then this is interesting. Also, did you know that you can actually book the entire castle? It's like a couple, I think it's like $10,000. It's actually not that like crazy, as funny as it is. But you can book the castle for like weddings and things, and you can also have like tea time there. It's pretty interesting. The only reason I knew that was I was curious about it one time, and I'm like, oh, it's actually not that crazy. But it's just the castle. It's not shutting down the park. I think shutting down the park is crazy. I think it's like way expensive. I think that's like $1 million or something like that to shut down the entire park. Which you get to do that on graduation. It's called grad night. If you're in the area. Mostly they do it, I think, though, in Disney World. So. A lot of 1x1s. Interesting. I'll show you what I'm interested. So they filled in these things with 1x1 plate, not even rounded plate. So I'm just curious. I'm curious to see why they do that. Okay, so they just got capped off then. Okay, that's not done. Okay, hold on. Interesting. All right, and then this gets kept off. Here. Alright, so far here's what we got. It's the interior. That's the front. I can't remember if... I think this is accurate. I'm gonna guess it is obviously. But I'm pretty sure, like, I can remember from memory that it has this kind of exit from the back. Like I said, every castle in Disney World and each of the Disney parks are different castles, so... Okay. Then that goes up here. And then we also have more teeth. Pieces that go down. Yeah, it's very interesting so far. There's no drum lacquered colors. Where they did them at least for the dishes down here. For the Disney World castle. So it's interesting to see the choices they make from one set to the newer set. All right, we're on to bag number 4. And bag number 4 has color in it and prints. You can see there's a print already. The fun thing about these little mini sets, there are no stickers, period. Like even the Agrabah window is printed on the piece. I'll show you what I'm talking about once we're done about bag number 4. Actually, the mansion, I think, might have stickers. So don't quote me on that part, but I'm pretty sure that most of them don't have stickers. So what I'm talking about is that window right there. That's a print. That's not a sticker. All right. First pink thing. There's a lot of pink here. That's not the right pink thing. But I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's a 1x1 stud on side. Usually it's 2. Interesting. Oh, well, still not the right one. That's the right one. I was like, what the hell? Why are you doing this to me? What's your favorite Disney movie? That's to the chat. Very curious. Mine is Beauty and the Beast, followed by Lion King. The second and third ones are like anything below first for me is very difficult because I like a lot of films. But I think that, yeah, Beauty and the Beast is the one I would say, yes. I think that's my favorite one. Frozen was really good. The sequel was okay. Definitely not on the top 5 though. I mean, maybe the top 10, maybe not, because that's a pretty high bar. Moana was great, I think. That probably be top 5. Fox and the Hound, that's a good one. That's in the top 5. Sleeping Beauty is a nice one. I think it's a little too long to me. I know that's crazy to say that, but I think it's a little too long. And at the same time, like, I think it's long. I think it was necessary for it to be that long, but I'm just like, not of that. Not a fan of Maleficent though at all. So like Maleficent the movie series, I was like, you don't need to make her a redeemable, lovable character. Like, that's the whole point of her character. That's why she's crazy, is because she's so evil. She's just evil. That was what I loved about. That was what I loved about Maleficent. She was one of the few Disney villains. It's like, no, I'm just evil. I'm just evil. There's no reason for me not to be evil, or there's no reason for me to be evil. I'm just evil. That's just it. Period. Don't think about it. I'm evil. Shit. All right, now I have to find a Lego separator. Give me 1 second, or a few moments. Alright, I could not find the brick separator. This is gonna suck. Can I still remove this though? That's the question. Shoot. Alright. This is going to be very difficult. Oh, there we go. We got it. Alright. For some reason they decided there was going to be 2 plates instead of a brick, so it was stuck. So again, this is on this scale, when you're 1 stud off, it messes up the whole thing. So I was 1 stud off, and then I had to retake it out. But because it's 2 plates, only the 1 plate came off, and I was like, oh, that's not working. That's not working at all. We fixed it though. We got it now. It's all taken care of. We'll just back it up 1 more. All right, now we have the window, so we're getting there. It's so annoying. And then we do a 2x1 and a 1x1. And then we do it on the other side. And then we put the arch over here. Oh, this is correct. Okay. Yeah, this is going a lot faster than the this is just going a lot faster than the other castle. It's crazy. What the heck? There's a 2-1. Really? What? Hold on. Yeah, that's definitely what that is supposed to look like. Piece underneath there. Underneath Godzilla. Nope. Are we missing this piece? Hello? Hello. Piece is not to be found. Found it. All the way in the back. Crisis averted. Okay. And then we go from there to... Is this the right piece? Yes, that's great. To there. And then... Wait, what? What? What's this piece throwing? What is that? What is that? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I think it's... That's crazy. That's weird. Oh, no, I'm not... It's not weird. Figured it out. Has you want to do it in a different way? Like, it's like... stack these two by ones, and then on bottom put a 1x1. I'm like, why would you do that? Why don't you just put it down and then stack it? I don't know why I have to make the stack first and then stack it. Like, that's weird. Anyway. That's what that looks like. It's this. See, like, I didn't need to build it that way. I don't know why it was like that. It was very weird. Alright. And then we do this. And then we do this. And then we do this. I like that they have turquoise in here randomly. Like, I'm not sure if that's like a color that's been used in the castles before. But they're in very random spots as well. So. Oh, is that not a dark pink? Okay, I'm stupid. Light shade pink, not dark shade pink. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's the piece I'm looking for. Pink, 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 pink. This is going to be so pink. Wait. Was I correct? Okay. Okay. I think this is why I'm going crazy. It's a 3-layer cake. I mean 3-layer cake. 3-layer piece. And I'm going crazy because it is the right pink. It's dark pink on the top and then it's 2 light pinks on the top. And that's why I got confused, because I was like, that's not the same shade. It's not the same shade. It's different. So that was driving me crazy. We got it now though. It's all good. And then we're going to get one of these pieces. Get one of these pieces, do that, and then we are building a little tiny thing with windows. It's going to be a thing. Also, fun fact: if you did not know, the castle it gets shorter. For Disneyland, and at least the Sleeping Beauty castle, it gets shorter as you go up. Like the windows and stuff, they shrink them down because it's a perspective thing. They were actually using a film perspective principle, so that when you're walking down, it is always looking like very big and very tall. And it very much looks tall no matter where you're going, where you see it from. So it's very interesting. It was very crazy that they did that, because it was the first of its kind. And I don't think anyone's ever tried again after they did it. So pretty cool. So yeah, it's not as tall as it looks. It looks a lot taller because it's like because the way that they they use visual illusions, optical illusions. And a lot of the windows are fake. Just like on Main Street, a lot of those windows are also fake. Wait, what? Really? There's supposed to be a gap there? Why is there a gap there? That's weird. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to say that that's not weird, but that is definitely... It's definitely weird. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is like interesting. Do I not have a regular 1x1 pink brick? No, I do. Okay. Okay. Hollow spot, I don't know why. Hollow spot, I don't know why. That's where I was getting kind of getting weird. But you can see that the tower is being built. It's getting there. But yeah, very weird. That's very weird. I think I'm going to keep the streaming until I'm finished with this tonight. Because I didn't think I was going to get through this, but I might actually get through this, the whole thing. Like, we're making good progress. It's actually not bad. Oh, here we go. Building a fun little thing. It's the windows that I was talking about. Actually, it looks like they're also incorporating that technique as well. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't think it's quite exactly the same, but I think like it's similar. Alright, and I'm gonna, once I put it on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the windows are tiny here, they're printed tiny, right? But if you look at it from here, it makes it look taller, right? Because it looks like those are tiny windows, and the big door here, the normal door, but these are tiny windows, so it makes it look bigger. But on this side, normal window. It's supposed to be a window. But normal window, normal size, like it's very interesting to see they are playing around with it too, kind of, with a set, which is kind of cool. Not 100%, not exactly what it is, but it's close. Oh boy. What is this? What is this? Is this grey 2x1, and then one of these. And then I'm also going to say on the back end, there's a hatched window. That's a normal size window. So they're kind of using that effect on the front facade. So that's pretty cool. I think that's really, really cool. All right. We're doing well. We're doing well. Okay. Now we have a couple of things here. Here. And then here. Okay, and then, what are those pieces? Oh, they're like the super cheese wedges. There we go. Got it. Got it, everybody. It's all good. We don't have to worry about the pieces missing because they are not missing. Now, there we go. All right, and then do one of these, and one of, oh, that's upside down. My apologies. One of these, two 2x1s over the gap. Incorrect, over the other gap. There we go. That's so weird. Okay, I'm going to try to make sure they are all aligned. Because I'm probably going to, yep, that's what I figured. We're going to put a cap over here. Oh, hold on. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Wait, what goes over here? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, it's supposed to be flush with the thing? Why is it not flush? What the hell? Why is that not flush? Why is that different? Hold on. There are some steps that have been missed. Oh, there is some steps that were missed. Okay, that's why. Crisis is averted. We're getting really close. It's very exciting to be able to finish a set in one stream. So I'm really excited for the rest of these sets and the mini Disney builds, because I'm either getting faster or they're actually not as difficult the newer they are. I think I'm getting faster, actually. I think it's a combination of both things. So, actually, when I think about it. Where'd that piece get flicked up? Okay. I flicked it and I was like, well, where did it go? It went underneath the castle. So, crisis averted. We're all good. We're all good. All right. Okay. Doing good. Doing good. Oh, shoot. That's the wrong pieces anyway. This is a very big. This is a very significant side build here. Okay. And then this one. These. Alright, this is what we're kind of working with, for those that are wondering what I'm doing. It's like part of the, it's like a turret, I think it's one of the turrets. So interesting. Okay, and then we get one of these. Scotosaurus, everyone. Random appearance of the stream. Oh my god. Alright. Forgot to put some pieces down. Easily fixable though. It's all good. It's all good. And then we put that down there. And then put these connected to this. And this connected to this. Okay, we're good. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, and then. All right, now we're back on. We're back to business. Momentarily, had to fix all of that, but we are back in business, and now we have this little thing. Going to probably go on the side of the building. Yep, and it is going to go, looking from this way, it's going to go in. Wait, what? Wait, what? 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 Wait, hold on. Is it supposed to go that way? Or does it go this way? Oh, okay. Slots in. It slots in right there. I was a little confused for a second. It slots in right there. There's the little side build. I don't know what this is, but it's a little side build. Sorry, it took me so long of non-verbal communications. I was just like very weirded out on what the hell was going on. It's like, what the hell? What is this? What is this? Oh, shoot. That fell on the ground. That piece has to be picked up in here in a second. There we go. And I think this is the end of bag 2? Or bag 2? Bag 3, 4? I think this might be the end of bag 4. Crazy. We still have a little bit of time. Alright. Get all these out of the way. And here we are. It looks like a nice little house right now. Like a little manor house, I guess you could say. Definitely funny to say that, but it's definitely it looks like a little manor house. Alright, we are on bag number 5. This is where it becomes a castle. It goes from manor house to castle. We see the return of sparkly blue. Sparkly blue, it's got like flakes of glitter in there. But wait, what? Oh, I get it. I get it now. I figured it out. I was like, what the hell? That's weird. It's not as weird as I thought. All right. Put little unicorn hands on there to be these things. Side build time. Hold on. Okay, so we take these two. do this, and then all the way at the bottom of this, there should be one by ones. Do 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 do. I am missing a gray ingot thing. One of these pieces we're missing. Yeah, definitely missing that piece. Weird. Alright, so we're gonna pretend that we did not lose that piece, because we did. So just don't pay attention to that part at the side of the building, because it's definitely gone. I'm sure we'll find it somewhere. Actually, I think I've got a gold one. I think I'm going to make this crazy. I think I'm going to replace that with a gold stuff. And it'll be our little gold secret. Be like, oh, did you know that this set has a gold thing? No. But we couldn't find the other one, so there's a gold little one there. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, random little gold right there. No one will know it's there except for those that are watching this video. Actually, I'll just stick it right in the front so that it is prominent. Random gold ingot there because. Alright, and then we're going to take one of these red things, one of these machine gun. These are usually machine guns. They're used for like a stud shooter, multiple stud shooter, but we are using it this time for part of the turret. That's really interesting. That's really a fun, little interesting use of doing that though, as well. I think that's really cool. Alright, and then we just do little things. Let's look, we're almost there. We're almost done. Just got add these little accoutrement details. Oh, that's why there's a cutaway. Now I realized why there's a oh, knocking out my thing. Now I realize why there's a cutaway. That's where Sleeping Beauty stands. See, on this one, there's nowhere where Mickey can stand except for like maybe the front. But that makes sense. They actually made a cutaway so that you could have her stand with the set. That's cool. Now that's way cooler than I thought. Because I was like, what the heck? What's that corner for? It's still not getting filled. We're at Burger 5. And that's why, because we're at Burger 5 and it is for Sleeping Beauty to stand right there. Once everything is done. And then this goes, where does this go? What? Wait a minute, where is that? Wait, that's not where that goes. Hold on, hold on. I made a mistake. I made a little mistake. That's not where that goes. That actually goes in the other spot. That's why that was weird. Alright, fixed it. It is now fixed. It is now back to where it's supposed to go. Alright, that is the space where it goes. And then over here is this where this little tiny turret goes. I was incorrect. Alright. Alright, and then we use a yellow soon. I think I will look at this in the future. I'm going to look back at it again, or later, sometime in the future. I'm going to look into the pieces and turning the pearl gold stuff into drum lacquered gold. Because I'm very curious to see if I can. First off, if the parts exist. The other thing I'm going to see is that what it would look like outside of that. So I'm very curious. So we'll see what the future holds for that little piece. Alright, and then this goes on top of here. Lots of pointy little horns. Lots of little cones. Oi! That's not what I wanted to happen. Almost at the home stretch. Almost there. Just a couple more steps. This is very different build than the other castle. It's also not as tall as I thought it was going to be. For some reason I thought it was going to be taller, but it's not that tall actually. then we are going to make a little thing. So that goes like this. That goes like this. Yeah, this seems very, very short. Like, it's crazy how short this one is compared. I was like, I'll still do the side by side, but it's like crazy short. No, it is crazy short. It's literally only has one tall turret. That's crazy. Is it a real castle? I'd have to look again, because I'm like, I don't remember if it was. Okay, let's go paste there. So there's no interior to this. Unlike the other one, there was at least a little bit of an interior. There's no interior for this. Very intriguing. Like, looking at it, I think the way that the picture was taken, it looks taller on the instruction manual on the box, but I think in actuality it's not that tall. Interesting. Get out of here. That's so annoying. Yeah, I think we're missing a teeth piece somewhere. It flew over somewhere. That's fine. We'll just pretend that it doesn't exist. Just like several other teeth pieces. It's just like the other piece. If we find it, we find it, but I don't know if it's a big deal. I don't think it's actually a big deal, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's not that big of a deal. So we're missing two pieces from this set. An ingot and then a tooth piece. think we're done. Yeah, and then this just goes on top like that, and I think that's it. That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Check it out. This is the switch over Sleeping Beauty to Awake Beauty. And then she just goes right on here. Alright, let me do the side-by-side comparison. You can see it side by side. There's some of the little tiny extra pieces. But we are done. So got the storage, you can hang out over that for a second. That's so that you can hang out in the back. So here's the regular castle. Oh no, this is Disneyland castle. That's my Yuki sticker. And then this. So Disney, Walt Disney. Oh, this is so pink. Like you can tell how pink it is compared to the. So Disneyland, right over here. Disney World, right over here. We are done. Mickey, like I said, Mickey doesn't go anywhere except for like, yeah, you can't really, maybe you can't even put him over here, I don't think so. Yeah, because of the way it's shaped. But, there you go, you have Walt Disney Castle, and then you have the Disneyland Castle. And then if you want to go further out, we have a comparison of Agrabah as well. Pretty cool, I'm really excited. These are awesome looking sets, and then we have Godzilla in the back. So that would look like this. The scale. For Disney and Godzilla 70th. The scale. Look at that. It almost actually looks pretty scale. Yeah, I think that's cool. 70th. Super cool. Alright, anyway, thank you so much folks for watching. I think we are going to end the stream. Who's on? Who's still on? Okay. It looks like Clover is still on. Clover and Nari is still on. So we might raid Clover and Nari. However, we will be saying goodbye to YouTube. Thank you so much, YouTube, for being here. You all have a wonderful day. As always, though, you are worthy. You are loved. You belong. And you can do wonderful things. Keep your star shining. And we'll always be looking for you in the night sky. Going off